and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out EverBank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville.
Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wildcard matchup on 10.
As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Straight ahead, ETN. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him out complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. So the completion good for 7 there. And second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can come.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Again, it's Williams. And this one also slowing
here on third down.
Jackson now. Jaguar pressure on a Jaguar sack.
Devin Lloyd drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And now out come the Jags. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me. I like the fact that they get that.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records. But there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building it.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Davis Price will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey? Isn't that the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be strong with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got fun.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
ETN. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Once more, ETN. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He got that one down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Garland would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to pump the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before. And I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll run with ETN.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
One more time with ETN.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars! From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
No, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A good pickup there of 22.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Jackson. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dante Fowler. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Now Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 3-yard throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, man. That is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're able to to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Calvin Ridley and the Jaguars back onto the field.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
This time they stay on the ground.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super Wild Card weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. Good matchups all up and down the schedule there. We'll highlight the one in Cincinnati. A big test coming up for the Bengals as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, a pass that's shot and intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get him all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive off Rooker, now they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. It appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Lawrence will throw. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
Was there defensively.
On second down, a run with ETN. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Screenplay, here's ETN. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up the 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Take it at about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
13 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
And a Ravens first down.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Lawrence to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson.
That went into the hands of Flowers.
They'll give him 40 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, Jackson.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the 26. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jaguars getting set to go. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson going to run the draw.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now they're in the hurry up.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it in at the 22.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 10. 1:44 to go. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down.
Here's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this one covered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he is caught. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.